In this video, you are going to learn how I used my addictions to make over $10,000 per month, literally from my bedroom. So as you can see on my screen, I included like screenshots of money that I've made myself in my company. Now, some people will say, oh, that's fake. You know what? That just tells me they don't have the right mindset to succeed, because literally all that money, it's money I earned in my company. Now, when we get to 30,000 subs on YouTube, I'll be giving away $2,000. All you have to do to win that money is to watch the video until the end, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Now, I also have a gift for you. So in the description of this video, you will find a free 0 to 1.2k a day training where I explain exactly how I make so much money. And right now, I'm also offering free strategy calls where together, we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to $10,000 per month as quickly as possible. But be quick, because our limited spots fill up extremely quickly, and I don't know for how long I'm going to keep making this offer. So one thing I'm going to tell you, and that might sound a bit counterproductive, because it's probably unlike anything you've ever been told before, but your addictions are actually the key to success. The truth is, we're all obsessed with something. You just need to pick the right thing. So here on my screen, as you can see, I put a picture of me when I was 17, and on that picture I was 21 if I remember correctly, and there I was 22. And so back when I was 17, I mean, just look at my face, you know, there's like no life in my face, because I was sad, I was depressed, like life was horrible. Now, to give you a bit of context, I grew up in the lower middle class. My father was a nurse, my mother a nursing assistant. And if you're wondering, what's this picture? I mean, why is there some kind of a thing that looks like a bed, whatever? That was my mother in the background. And as you can see, I put a mattress on an old treadmill that was literally in the basement. So in the summer, because it would be so warm in the house, I had to sleep in a basement, and the basement was infested with rats. So as you can see around my bed, there's some herbs. It's not because I wanted to decorate or anything. It's because in the basements we had rats. So I thought that by putting some herbs around the bed, it would keep the rats away for whatever reason. And as you can see, there was a light, so I would sleep with the lights on, and I would wear an eye mask, because I was so afraid the rats would bite me in my sleep. So that's where I come from, okay? And as you can see, like, that's very, very different. That's me in one of the best buildings in the world, literally like with incredible views, as you can see. I mean, that's beautiful. You're on top of the world when you're in a place like that. And that's me in a fine dining restaurant celebrating my 22nd birthday with my family. So very different from the kid who was sleeping in a basement and hating his life, completely miserable and depressed. You can see it in my face. Like, that's the face of a depressed guy, honestly. And so what I really want you to understand is that back then, I had obsessions, and there, I also had obsessions. So there, I was addicted with instant gratification. I was also addicted to escaping the pain. And I was also addicted to negative thinking, and I had this victim mentality. And on these pictures, like on the right side, here is what I was addicted to: growth and progress, working, literally, because I made more money, so it's like it was more fun. I worked with incredible customers, and just leveling up in general. So I was obsessed and addicted either way. But here I had obsessions that improved my life, so here on this side, and here I had obsessions that literally ruined my life, because this guy, he would tell himself, I'm gonna be productive, I'm gonna do the work, and then I would wake up the next day and I would spend my entire morning on streaming websites, because I couldn't even afford Netflix, just to, you know, watch movies in 2x speed. That's it. That was my life. Great, incredible. I wasn't having any fun. I wanted to be successful, I wanted to build a business, but I just kept escaping the pain. I kept, you know, staying stuck in my comfort zone, and that's why I wasn't moving forward. And I was addicted to negative thinking. I had this fear of putting in the work, working extremely hard all day, every day, but not succeeding. Honestly, if I had just, you know, known the things I'm sharing with you in this video sooner, I would have moved to this side much sooner. And so what I really want you to understand is that obsession is not something bad. We need to reframe it as positive. Because all successful people, the truth is, they're completely obsessed with what they do. They live and breathe it. As you can see, I put two pictures right here of Michael Jordan training with his coach, Tim Grover. And this guy, he wrote two fantastic books. I honestly suggest you read them. One is called Relentless, and the other is called Winning. It talks about the psychology of winners, and especially like top athletes. It's honestly one of the best books I ever read. And this guy, it's Michael Phelps. He's the same thing, like a top athlete. He's a swimmer, in this case, not a basketball player. But the point that I'm trying to make is that they're both obsessed. So regular everyday people tell you, you need work-life balance, you need to have your job and be safe and do this and do that. But all of that, it's just an illusion. Because either way, you're gonna be obsessed with something. Most young men, for example, they're obsessed with Netflix, for example. They're obsessed with video games. They're obsessed with dirty websites, And so all this energy that they waste into Netflix, video games, adult sites, they could put it into making more money, into working out, into leveling themselves up in every aspect of life. Because the thing is that when you play a video game, for example, you might have fun right now, but most likely you do it because, if you do it a lot at least, you do it because you want to escape your pain. And then you give your brain so much dopamine, now you don't feel like working, going to the gym, leveling up, getting out your comfort zone. And that's why you stay stuck in this state where you're just a boy, an anxious, scared boy. So as an entrepreneur, you want to treat your business as if you were literally an athlete, because that's the level you need to play at if you actually want to succeed. And so one day I read this book, Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. So the reason why I bought this book, I think actually I bothered my mother to buy it for me because I was a teen, but the title just spoke to me. I saw that book and I was like, yes, I need to read this book. And I mean, this guy is on his private plane. I think that's his private plane, yeah, because it says 10x, and that's his slogan, basically. So I was like, dude in a suit, on a private plane. That's a stupid picture in my opinion, but whatever. And the title says, Be Obsessed or Be Average. So I knew I needed to read the book. And so in that book, he was talking about his story at first. And so he had so many vices. He wasn't making much money at all. He was addicted to drinking and to broccoli. When I say broccoli, I don't mean the vegetable itself. He was addicted to drugs. So that's what broccoli stands for, okay? And what reading that book made me realize is that, just like I told you earlier, you're gonna be obsessed with something no matter what. It's like there's always two versions of you existing at the same time right now. So for example, there's the version of you who goes to the gym, here. And then there's the version of you who doesn't go to the gym, and everything gets worse. There's the version of you who makes more money, and the version of you who makes a tiny bit of money. And then life gets worse. And so what determines where you end up? It's actually which one you choose to be, because it's your actions. If you work on your business, you invest money in yourself, in your education, in building your business, you work out consistently, you learn how to become a better person in every aspect of life, then you're going to reap massive rewards. But if you don't do it, well, everything goes downhill. Everything gets better or worse. Let me show you. So as you can see, R is for results and T for time. So it's either you move forward and you get better results like that, or you don't. And then, everything gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And when you're here, it's very difficult to go back up. And what a lot of people fail to understand is that in life, regardless of what you choose to do, you are going to feel pain, okay? That guy felt a lot of pain on a daily basis because he was depressed beyond reason. He couldn't be disciplined. And I would often beat myself up because I wasn't productive, because I would promise myself I'd finally do stuff, and then I would never do it. So I hated myself for that. And then this guy, on the other side, he is actually proud of himself because he puts in the work. So I didn't hate myself any longer. But there, I honestly did, and I felt lots of pain. But here on this side, I felt pain too sometimes, because I had to force myself to get out of my comfort zone. I still do it constantly to this day, because it's a never-ending process. So either way, you're gonna feel pain, but now looking back, because I've been in both places, I'm telling you, I would rather be here in this fine dining restaurant than be here, even though either way, I'm gonna feel pain. The pain of staying in my comfort zone, or the pain of getting out of it. That's the choice you need to make every single day. And I can't make that choice for you. I can educate you, like exactly what I'm doing, on how you can do it. But if you don't do it yourself, I can't do it for you. And so most people are completely delusional because they think they can have all of these negative vices and bad habits. They can be watching Netflix every day, playing video games for countless hours, doing nothing and being on the couch, eating some junk food. The first thing they do when they wake up is to check their phone in bed. And I put an iPhone here because the amount of broke people I've seen with an iPhone, it blows my mind. Right now, as I'm recording this video, I make a lot of money, and I still don't have an iPhone. Like, look, I have a phone right there. It's because I'm using a timer, but it's not an iPhone. It's a cheap brand. I think it costs, when we bought that phone a couple years ago, we paid like less than $200, and I still don't have an iPhone. So that's because most people prioritize the wrong things. And so how can they hope to be successful if that's what they do? Whereas people like me, their competition, that's what they do. They eat healthy, they do deep work, they sleep well, regularly, they read, they educate themselves, they learn, they join programs, they always try to improve things, and they work out. Like they've got this healthy life. That's what happens when you're there. You stay broke, you barely make any money, you live paycheck to paycheck, even though you've got an iPhone, so you look richer than you actually are. And then there's the people who put in the work, they make tons of cash. And then with that cash, you can do whatever you want. You can buy a house for your parents, literally. You can go and have the craziest vacations ever. You can buy any car you want, any house you want. The world becomes your playground. All you need to do to succeed, it's literally just these three things. The first is a clear blueprint, a step-by-step strategy to help you to reach your goals. Because if you don't know what to do, you're going to feel lost. I mean, honestly, back then, the reason why I felt so depressed and lost, it's because I knew I wanted to become successful, but I also didn't know what roadmap to follow. I just thought I needed to do dropshipping or whatever. It's a horrible business model. Honestly, don't even get me started on that. If you want to learn more about why it's a horrible business model, check out the free training in the description. Now, the other thing is you need to obsess over executing the step-by-step process daily, because that is how you get results. For example, these athletes, they're not putting 50% of effort, every day. They put 100% of their effort, and then they do strategic recovery. Let's say for a couple of days, they're going to do whatever they want, guilt-free. But the rest of the time, they work extremely hard. They give it their everything. And then the third thing is, you've got to be patient and to watch what happens in 3 to 12 months of consistency following the right step-by-step process. If you can do these three things, you're going to be ahead of 99% of people. And naturally, if you do things better than 99% of people, you're also going to make more money than 99% of them. But be honest right now. If you already knew how to make $10,000 per month online, you would have done it already. Which is why right now, I'm offering free strategy calls where together, we'll come up with a game plan for you to get to $10,000 per month as quickly as possible. The link is in the description below, but be quick if you're interested, because our limited spots fill up extremely quickly, and I don't know for how long I'm going to keep making this offer. With that being said, I will see you on the other side.